Hey, this is Mad Movie Mark, and this should be a fun and exciting video. These are the movies that emotionally destroyed me. We're going to start off pretty light here with number 5. It's A Wonderful Life. This is one of my top 3 favorite films of all time, and I'm particularly talking about the last half of the movie, or I guess the last 15 or 20 minutes of the movie, where James Stewart regains his life. He is no longer trying to figure out what it would be like if he was never born, and he runs to his house and he is excited that his children are there, that his life is reclaimed. Even though he's going to jail, he loves the fact that he gets to spend his time with his children and his wife, and everything is put back into place. And then you have the scene where the whole town donates money to him because he's been charitable throughout his entire life. He's given them the life that they have. Without him, they wouldn't have homes. Without him, they wouldn't have livelihood. They throw their money at him, and then his brother says, "You are the richest man in town." And every time I hear that line, I completely bawl and become an emotional wreck. Number 4 is a movie from 1937. It is called Make Way for Tomorrow. This is a film about two parents who have a lot of children. Their children basically refuse to help them financially, but these two parents are in dire straits. They're about to lose their house and become homeless. So the solution is to split them up, have each parent live in a different child's home because neither child can take them together. And as the movie goes on, we start to question whether or not these two very loving parents are ever going to see each other again, because they really have nowhere to live together. They can't afford to live together, and the ending is absolutely and completely tragic. And I think if you're not bawling by the end of this movie, do you really have a heart? Number 3 is a movie that I think made me emotional because I'm a parent. It is a silent film from 1928. It is called The Crowd. In this movie, we have two people who fall in love. The first half of the movie is basically them falling in love. They have 2 children together, and one of the children meets a very unfortunate end, I will say, to their lives. And it's this occurrence that happens that really affects the parents. The dad just thinks about this event over and over again at work. He's unable to work. He's unable to think. It drives a wedge between the two parents who once loved each other deeply. I think this movie destroyed me because I have a daughter, and the child that perishes in this movie is a female, is a girl, and I think I would experience these same emotions and these same feelings if I was a parent who lost their child. It is just a complete roller coaster and one of the saddest movies ever. Number 2 is another silent film from 1921. Who would have thought that silent films could affect me the way they do? But this is a Charlie Chaplin film called The Kid. The Kid is a movie about Charlie Chaplin, who plays the tramp character. He finds a child that has been kind of just left in the city. The parents who gave birth to the child can no longer afford to keep it. So he finds the child, he raises him as his own, but then later on there are some difficulties because he is poor, and the local police do not believe that he should be able to raise a child in the conditions that he is living, that he's raising him in. But the child and him have this love for each other. They are each other's people, and it's just heartbreaking when they're split up and the child is taken away from him. I would say the ending is not as sad as the rest of these movies. It does have a uplifting end, but the rest of the movie is just completely sad. And then number 1 is also in my top 3 favorite movies of all time. It is number 2. It is a film that was controversial because it won Best Picture over Raging Bull. It is called Ordinary People. In this movie, a teenager loses his brother. They are in a boating accident together, and his brother drowns, and he is left still alive. This movie also stars Mary Tyler Moore as the mother, and his life is upended by this. He tries to commit suicide. The parents, a wedge is driven between them because they both handle the death differently. And I went through a similar thing in my life. My best friend was actually killed when I was 18 years old. His parents went through a similar thing that the parents in this movie go through. It really hits home. It helped me cope with the death of my friend when I saw it. I felt like I wasn't alone in this world, but it also completely ruined me emotionally. And it's a movie that I've seen probably 40 times, and every time I watch it, I just break down sobbing. There's various points in this movie where I break down crying, but it is an emotional roller coaster for me. So those are my five. There's more. I would say if I had one honorable mention, it would be Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, because it is my favorite romantic tragedy movie, I would say. But these are my five: It's a Wonderful Life, Make Way for Tomorrow, The Crowd, The Kid, and Ordinary People. Thank you. Have a great day.